going to talk about the river. So picture in your mind a favorite river or a stream or a brook. So before deployment, your life was one way. You put your foot in the deployment, you put your foot in the river, and it was one way. And now it's another, because everything moved. And that's exactly what your life has been for the last year and a half. This is my favorite session because it talks about the differences in each individual, in the situation, in the families, from before deployment to after deployment. And reintegration requires reconnection, sharing, vulnerability, and honesty. So the service member, your expectation is to share, to truly share your life over the last year. We have different group settings in this, and I absolutely love it because a lot of individuals come back from deployment and they never talk about what their experiences were. And one of the first things we ask them to do is sit at your table and talk about your environment, talk about your job.
It was at least 2 days a week where we either didn't have no water to shower, shave, take a bathroom with.
It's easier over there because you have people you can talk to. It's difficult because at the time you're going through this stuff, you can really voice your opinion to your friends and stuff, and when you get back home, you're trying to tell someone what happened, and it's kind of hard to paint that picture.
So the first one that the family members are going to talk about, a serious challenge related to separation and deployment.
It was hard because he's always been a real hands-on dad, so for everything he helps, even with cooking and cleaning. So for me having to do everything all over again, it was pretty hard.
I had a thyroid surgery. And I've never had any kind of surgery without my husband being there.
I mean, a husband's and a father's role is that of protector of the family, you know, so it was difficult for me, honestly enough, that I couldn't be there for her.
When she left, I kind of became the leader. I ran the household, cleaned, cooked on occasion, and helped my dad with his business. I was only 15.
It's always the family members that are more willing to talk than the service members.
My biggest challenge was just being a single parenting, car breakdown. I didn't know what to do because I depended on him for so much. But I've learned throughout this year how to become more independent. But I tell you, and sleeping alone, that was a challenge.
Thank you.
I like it because everyone's got their guard down and everyone's just talking about their experiences, sharing what the spouses sharing what they did here at home while we were gone.
And we have to bring it a little bit further than that and talk about the things that aren't as comfortable. PTSD, acute stress disorders, talking about depression, talking about suicide, because those are the things that we obviously want to prevent. You have a family history of major depression in your family. 11 times the risk. Re-experiencing the event, whether it happened to you or happened to someone else. And we also talk about warning signs and if I'm going through the hopelessness, the helplessness, the worthlessness, this is how you can help me, this is how you can talk to me, the support structures that are out there. Talking to each other is going to be one of the best things that you can do to prevent you from getting PTSD. The other part is it gives the individuals who are around any person who is having severe symptoms, severe issues, it gives them the authority to say, wait a second, you're not the same. I'm worried about you.
It helped the family find out a little bit more about what the soldiers go through, help the soldiers get an idea better of what the family went through while they were gone.
I didn't like military because he was going away. And I was just discussing with him because of the meetings, they helped me understand. So now I'm so proud of him where I was angry at him before.
They sit through these events, they're forced to talk to each other, and you can see through the weekend that it changes just a little bit. They're now a little bit more comfortable with each other, they're smiling a little bit more, they're laughing and joking. That tension has been erased because that barrier has been removed. We're here for you guys. It is an honor and privilege to serve every service member and every family member and friend. It opens up that avenue of love that not talking about things didn't allow for that avenue to be open. So thank you very much.